community. By the community.
Equipped with drip, transfusing to the head. Birdies flying high, feel like Bosco Eddie. Exclusively inclusive, get it right, get it tight. Irons at work while my driver pit right. It's alright, it's all good.
What up, man? And welcome to Cmnty Golf Pod, episode 5. It is a beautiful sunny Wednesday, March 18th. Guys, we're live. Thank you guys for joining us. If you guys don't know, this is a community, right? And we're building it relationship by relationship. But we would love for you to join us, ask us questions, speak your mind. We're live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube. It's an interactive show is what I guess was what I'm trying to tell you. But appreciate everyone for joining. Shout out to Neighborhood Golf, who just gave away a prize right before us. Little collab. I didn't win, but hey, I never do. So not surprised. But let's get into our introductions. Everyone, we have Eddie Money, executive producer extraordinaire. What up, man?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing, Papa? Eddie Money,
Doing
power lifter extraordinaire, was in a competition this weekend. Did you see AK? He got up 600 on a deadlift.
Yeah, I'm gonna go start working out again now. Very bad about myself.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations, Eddie Money. Did you win?
I got second.
The first loser.
Yeah, it's all right. I hit everything else I wanted to hit, so I was happy with my results.
Ooh, giggity. We have AK in North Crack-a-Lacka, equipped drip. Dude, always dripping the fuck out. What up, AK?
Same old, same old. Just trying to get to the weekend and play some golf.
Shit. Like, you don't play golf 6 times a week anyways.
I wish.
Well, you do have a sim in your garage, and your backyard is basically a miniature golf world. And if you haven't noticed, we have Don fucking Merkin out on the golf course. Have you ever seen a podcast? There he is. Boom. And of course, his Wi-Fi isn't as good as it was the last 20 minutes, right, guys? Don is live golfing right now out in Portland. It's cart path only. I don't know, Don. Bang! There it is.
That's classic ball advancement. That's in the air and forward. So that's classic me. We're going to find it and hit it again. The old hit it and chase it scenario for old Donnie Digest. You know what I mean?
Donnie, how you doing, Papa? I mean, other than that fucking rocket that you just launched, is everything good?
Everything's good. Shout out Cobalt for my rangefinder, little sponsor. But I gave my rangefinder to my daughter, so I've been slumming this other one. And let me tell you, I've never missed it more. And I now realize how great it is because I'm using this piece of shit that I have in my bag. So shout out Cobalt. If I had the distance right, it would have been on the green. But clearly this rangefinder sucks. So get yourself a Cobalt if you need one.
You know what? In my notes here, Don, don't go away yet. In my notes, I have shout out to Don's daughter, who made the varsity golf team as a freshman. And are you shocked? Are you shocked? I'm not. But let's give a hand to Don's daughter for making the big V. And he's very proud. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, check it out. She started training when she was like 6. A lot of gym reps. Took some time off. Hadn't played in 3 years. Got chased down in the hallway by some high school golf girls and the coach. And she went out, made varsity, beat everybody on her team and in a round, only missed 2 fairways and hit the biggest drive of the day. She's 5 foot, 95 pounds. Pretty sure her golf bag weighs more than her.
I can only imagine, Don, how that conversation went when they tracked her down in the hallways. Like, is your dad really Donnie Digest? Like, the rumors the rumors true? Is that
Well,
out?
some of you have heard this before. But let me just share this. Let me just share this with the world. When the Golf Digest thing came out, I was dropping my girls off at school, and I said, "Now, hey, look, there might be a lot of commotion around the lunch table today." Okay, and my youngest looked at me straight face and said, "Nobody knows who you are," and so. It's that humbleness you need at 7:30 in the morning to remind you that you gotta just keep working a little bit harder to impress your daughters. So shout out golfing too. Boom.
Hey, I wash your balls enough. Someone has to keep you grounded, Don. And it's most likely gonna be your daughters and your wife. But yeah. Don, who's in the chat, man? Who's in the chat?
PLM Golf said, "Let's go, Don's daughter." We got Rob Person said, "Yes, live from the course too."
Nice.
Ranger Porter 21 said, "How you doing?"
What up, man?
Mojave J said,
What
"My
up,
big
man?"
KLP." Brian
That's
Wright
it.
_ 171. Big things come in small packages, brother. And then Live a Dream Melrose said, "Who is Don?"
Oh, dog. You know what?
Yo.
That's it.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you don't know, you don't need to. Check it out.
Yeah.
How about that?
If you don't know, you can't afford it. How about that? But
Yeah.
speaking of that,
No, that used to be my tagline. If you can't afford it, it's not for you.
There
Okay.
you go. There you go. But speaking of Live a Dream Melrose, that's my boy. That's my boy Cliff. Been knowing him for a long time, man. Which transitions me into our sponsors. And I would love to give a shout out. 1, 2, you know who it is, man. Titan Energy Cookies, 200 milligrams of caffeine. I gave a horrible suggestion on how to ingest that caffeine last week. I apologize, Titan. That was a bad idea. But guys, chocolate chunk, peanut butter supreme, and then my favorite is called Victory Bash. After Don gets that eagle, how about that? Just chewing down a Victory Bash cookie with 200 milligrams of caffeine. If you're getting tired in the middle of a round, this is the optimal, little snack right here. No one likes to drink coffee out in the course. Boom, and just that caffeine. Thank you, Titan Cookies. You're the best, and we love you. And I need more. Because they're also freaking delicious. So shout out to Titan. I also want to give a huge shout out. Let's see, Donnie. I would love a yard distance. Let's see it.
We don't know because we don't have the cobalt.
Oh, that's pure. Are we
That's
dancing?
about as good as it gets for me. That's a gimme because it's on the green. Oh,
No, there you go. We're gonna talk.
No, but you guys know that's the one thing. I'm great at putting, so we'll just get my daughter dialed in. She's gonna take a little Donnie Drano session.
Donnie fucking Drano, man. Speaking of Donnie Drano, I want to give a huge shout out to our other sponsor. And if you can't see it in the background, right here, 3-Wood Golf. We are giving this beautiful 3-Wood away tonight. Stay tuned, everybody. Shout out to 3-Wood Golf. Amazing people, brand new startup golf brand, quality stuff. And we want to say thank you to 3-Wood Golf. Hang tight, everybody. Hang tight, because we are going to interview a guy who's going to bring a lot of value. Tom Gibbons from Darts Only Golf. It's an app. And as soon as we're done with that interview, we will give away this TaylorMade QI 4D 3-Wood. My wife had the most difficult time with saying TaylorMade 3-Wood QI 4D. It was D4 IQ. It was ID QD. It was everywhere, but she got it done. I'm very proud of her, and she played very well today as well. So
and she coded a computer at the same time.
She did. She's incredible. She's my IT person, so I'm dumb as a freaking brick.
Here we go. Shout
but-
out me. Hey, here we go.
Let's
Go
go.
back
Let's
to
see
me.
it. Let's see
Go
it.
back to me.
That's a good
Come on,
line.
boys.
Bang! Bang! Was there ever?
When the
Was there
lights
ever-
when the lights are the brightest, Donnie Digest shows up. Shout out Malvin Buckets Cup because I took out this ball from you. Boom.
There was never a doubt, Don. Don,
I told you it was a gimme.
Birdie
Hey,
shots.
clip that up. Clip that up, money. Okay, because that's how it goes right there.
Clip that whole fucking deal, man. Clip that whole fucking deal. But guys, let's get into it. Get a grip. Brought to you by hopefully Garson Grips. We have whatever it is. You just saw Donnie Digest drain one from 16 feet. It was beautiful. Get a grip is our first segment. We like to get something off our chest that's been bothering us in the golf world. We all like to complain. And this is the place to do it because we're listening and we have a platform. So we're going to do it. Who wants to start off with Get a Grip?
I mean, there's always something, right? There was a video that went around, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and it ended up with like 8 people overlaying the same video, which I thought was actually kind of cool. But in part of that, it was about gimmies. And, it all started with someone, actually, I'll call him out, as Soba Golf. Great dude, by the way, but said, no gimmies in golf, like play real golf. That's not real golf if you're giving yourself gimmies. And then, Monterey golf guy, who's also another great dude. Check out his page as well. But, he's like, why? He's like, if you want to play gimmies, then play gimmies, just figure it out. So yeah, my whole thing is it's not just gimmies, but it's just the game of golf in general. Unless you're playing for money or playing in a competitive tournament, play how you want, and if anyone's got a problem with that, they can get a grip. If you want to post a lower score, you want to take 8 mulligans and 5 gimmies and say you shot an 80, as long as you put an 80 in gin, that's fine. You're only hurting yourself. The game's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be stressful all the time, right? Eddie, you a big gimme guy?
You know what? I'm not, unless it's your 4-putting and there's someone breathing down your neck, 120 yards out. I will be like, okay, let's go. Wrap it up. It's a pace of play thing, right? I mean, you don't have to get like a grasshopper on all fours reading shit and you're shooting a snowman. So there's a time and a place for gimmies. It's definitely not in competitive golf. Definitely not, because we just saw last week, Liv, I forgot who missed a burned an edge to win. So that's a perfect example why competitive golf. I mean, if I have a birdie putt from 2 feet, I want to hit it. I want to hear that beautiful sound
100%.
of it's rolling down in the cup, and I'm shaking like a leaf. I almost had my first eagle today. I'm not giving myself a gimme just because, first of all, it sounds awesome. It's like the swoosh, right? When you hear it, bloop, 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 just go to the bottom of the cup like Donnie Drano just did. So, yeah, I'm not about it unless it's a pace of play thing, and we got to keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Rafa? I don't know if Rafa joined. I know he couldn't be on tonight.
Yeah.
I think he's in Vegas for March Madness, but if he's listening, he is punching the air right now that he can't give his opinion on gimme.
Oh, he's upset. Shout out to Rafa, by the way. March Madness is his Super Bowl. To me, March Madness is the best time to be in Vegas. And there's not even a close second. Super Bowl sucks. March Madness.
Yeah.
And
it's called there's a better one, dummy. It's called WrestleMania.
Well, okay. That is true. That is true.
You can't gamble on it the same way, so I understand.
Can't gamble on it at all.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
And
You can get some bets. I'll take them, but
I'm sure somebody knows
There you go.
something.
You heard it here first. Don is now the wrestling bookie. If he's going to start setting lines, Tuesday.
That's a great double wordplay there, because the guy that makes the matches is called the booker. So You know, you think
No, well, there you go.
The booker.
Papa Pepper says, I'm really needing a
Dark
new 3-wood. I'm currently running a 45-year-old 4-edge. And then
Oh,
Live a
dude.
Dream
Four
LRO
edge.
said, no gimme on birdies and Eagles. KDG86 said, 0 putts given, you got to earn it.
So here's
There
my
you
thing. Gimmies, they're called gimmies. They're not called takies. And I took that from someone in my comments when I posted that video. But look, if someone wants to give me a 2-foot putt and we're playing a match and they're like, hey, that's good, I'm going to take it away. Base play, keep it moving. And I don't need a putt to be given to me and then I putt it and I miss. And then it's this whole mental thing.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know,
thing.
and that's a whole strategy in match play too. In our member tournament, we play match play, and I got up and down for par net birdie on the second hardest hole out of a bunker, and our opponents had like a 2-foot putt to have the hole, and I let him go through his whole process. He stood over the putt, and right before he pulled the trigger, I told him it's good, let's go. But every
goodness.
single putt after that, that man stood over it, and out of the corner of his eye, I could see him looking at me like, is he going to give it to me? So there is some strategy in match play on when you do or do not give a putt. And I think that that's part of match play, and what makes it interesting is that aspect of it.
Well, I agree. Anyone else out there, Eddie Money, that has
Neighborhood
get-
Golf said, yeah, if we're not playing for money, then don't worry about what I got going on over here. LOL.
Yeah, facts.
What up, neighborhood? What's up, man? Shout
What
out
up,
to Neighborhood.
Isaac?
Yeah, man.
Shout out,
Oh, yeah.
Isaac.
Shout out Isaac. Just did an amazing giveaway. Isaac has it going on, man. Isaac has it going on. He's blowing up, and his content is freaking hilarious. And he's doing his thing. He hustles, and I can't wait till Isaac comes out. He's gonna do the stay and play at Bosco Ed's pad. We're gonna do our thing where he stays. I pay for everything. We sold that from you, Don. We sold that from you.
Yeah.
But,
It's the Merkin package, you know.
the Merkin package,
Yep.
yes. But guys, without further ado, can we bring on this legend? Tom Gibbons, Darts Only Golf, was introduced to me by Adonis Golf, who is just an awesome guy. He's a stick, ex, college stick, and helps out a lot of people. If you want him to go out and play around with you, man, he helped me out in 9 holes. He's like, do this, and you got to be coachable, but help me out in a lot of different ways. And a great dude. But he's the one who hooked me up with Tom, and we had a Zoom call. He has big things going on. Everyone, pull out your pad and pencils and take some freaking notes. But without further ado, let's bring on Tom from Dart Golf Only, man. What's up? Everyone, give him a hand. Look at that. Amazing backdrop. You're just like Don Merkin over here. Are you playing as well?
I wish. No, I'm in my brain trust room here, working
You
nonstop.
guys
So
want to see it? Here it comes.
Oh, here we go.
Peeler. Big Anthony
go.
Peeler. Shout out.
So my 4-year-old says before he does something crazy.
I didn't hear a tree, so that we're gonna call that good. That sounds good to me.
All right, man. Say, hey,
What do you think,
Don,
Tom? What'd you see, Tom? Give me a little breakdown.
right down the middle, look perfect.
Oh no,
Yes.
son of a bitch. Tom, we can't hear you. You're gonna have to dip out and dip back in, my man.
No,
Oh.
we can hear.
No, we can hear him.
We can.
I can't hear him.
Oh.
Nah, I can't.
So Tom, yeah. Listen, we are one of a
What
kind.
did he say?
here. He said you're the best. He said it was a piss missile. Darts Only Golf, right? You have the Industry Open coming up March 30th. But I want to get a little bit into your background with golf. When did you start playing? When did you? Because I know you have a commercial real estate background. You're like a member, a chairman on a board at a hospital. Like, you're a real dude, like a very serious businessman. And how did golf get introduced to you? And what was your transition actually into like making golf your business?
Yeah, man, that's a good question. Yeah, I spent 25 years in commercial real estate. I was moved out from Philadelphia after school and kind of just stumbled into it. And 25 years later, well, it was a career. But when I wasn't a golfer, we didn't have golf in Philly. That wasn't in our cards. I was a baseball player and hockey player. Um, but I had a mentor in my real estate business, and he had passed away suddenly from cancer. And he was a big golfer and all that. So, as an honor to him, we put on a charity golf event. I barely ever swung a golf club, and I definitely never threw a golf tournament before. This will be our 8th year this year that we net over 6-figure number every year for the foundation. So, that's how I got into the golf space. And then obviously that steamrolls. Once you're in it, it's like it's a drug. You can't stop. Once yeah. And I'm a competitive person. I played pretty competitive baseball, and I was very good at hockey. So I was a big hitter. I'm actually heading to the Ducks Flyers game. So I'm still a big Flyers fan tonight. So,
Yeah.
and then kind of steamrolled in. Then as the foundation saw what I was doing, they voted me onto the board, right? So now I sit as a director on the board of the Barlow Respiratory Hospital in Los Angeles. So it's right below Dodger Stadium there on Stadium Way. Yeah, and then people kept asking me to do their events, and I was like, "You guys are crazy! Like, this is so much work." Like, I obviously had a full-time job at the time, and fast forward, I was 5 or 6 years into throwing my event, and then I was abruptly restructured out of my corporate job. You know how that goes. And
yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, and it was a week before Christmas, right? So then I got kids, and I'm just like, so I just took the rest of the year off, kind of enjoyed the holidays with the kids. Like, hey, what do I want to do? I had job offers, and I just didn't want to be locked in a room. I was a financial guy, underwriter, doing deal acquisitions and mergers, very exciting stuff. But I did all my business on the golf course. So we kind of started, figuring that this is what I love. I love my foundation work. I love golf. I see a big opportunity. I see a gap in the market of what people think is a great golf tournament, and what it could be. And I was like, all right, my wife and I, let's just go all in, and it first started with the social side of our business, which we can kind of expand on. But then my wife and I launched the event business just the beginning of last year. So we just finished our first year with the event business, and it's been going, it's growing very fast. So it's been good.
Well, I mean, listen, Tom, everybody and their mother is throwing a golf tournament and a lot of charity events. It's a great way to even introduce new golfers into the space, right? Because it's people are okay with playing like shit because it's for a good cause. But I know I've done some research. You've done like over 400 tournaments or something like that. Is that number wrong, or
that number's wrong as of today? But we did about 50 events last year for our first year. This year we're on track to well over 400 events. So that's kind of where that number comes from. So
wow, okay,
and that's a combination of full-blown production. That's a combination of like social activations, driving range takeovers. We're doing some cool new things on activations across the country. So that's kind of what our schedule's tracking towards this year. So over 100x from year 1 to year 2 in a business. So yeah.
And your capabilities are now to go around the entire country and help people put on events. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's funny. We just got a call today, and somebody in a panic in Atlanta for Monday. So we'll be in Atlanta on Monday. Well, part of my team will be in Atlanta on Monday. So
wow,
I'm a like, look, we're a solution. We're a production company where you give us a vision. We find the path of least resistance to make it happen, to bring your vision to life. So if somebody calls me in a panic on a charity event and we can help, we're going to help. Yeah,
man. Yeah. That is incredible. AK, you got something for Tom?
Yeah. I mean, if a lot of people get in these situations where they do something that they love and they create a job out of it, but then it ends up having kind of the negative effect. Do you ever play in charity events that you did not organize or run, and you're like, what are they doing here? Like, this isn't fun, because you're constantly like, oh, I wouldn't have done that, or like how has that changed for you from like the playing perspective in those types of events?
It's a really good question, and people ask me all the time, and my answer is always this, and I believe it wholeheartedly, is I give absolute respect to anybody that takes it under effort to put on a golf tournament, small, large, whatever it is. I know how chaotic it is, how much stress it is. You have 800 people asking you the same different question. I'm like, well, you could just read the email, all the information's there. But you know, but that's the people element. So number one, I don't go in a judgmental way. I go in like, how could we support them, right? And we actually started doing collaboration events with, say, competitors or other event or management companies or marketing companies that put on their own events. Like prime examples, we just partnered with Fly Fairways. You guys are awesome. Rob and Jeremy, killer dudes. And they were doing the Brandon Jennings Tough Crowd event for the NBA All-Star game. And they kind of came to us and said, hey, man, we were at one of your events. And I was very humbled by the call from Jeremy. And he said, I think his words were like, I always go to a lot of events to that question and say, nobody puts on events as good as Fly Fairways. And he goes, I went to one of your events and played in it. And I was like, man, I need to call this guy. And he says, I never thought I would call my competition, quote unquote, to partner with me on events. And now we're looking at doing other events across the country with him this year. So, we're very humble. We're not we're not sitting here pushing our ego out and our brand aggressively. It's like, we're here as a service and a production company to support people to do good work. And I think that's what's made us so successful. I haven't spent $1 on marketing. It's all been referral. And that's where, when I look at those events, that question is, yes, I see a lot of opportunity in a lot of the everyday events. There's a lot of low hanging fruit. But I think now that we've built this platform and it's growing the way it is, the leverage we're bringing, the relationships we're now bringing with much bigger brands is exciting to see that we can then deploy that to all these other charities or corporate events and things of that nature.
Wow. Yeah. You bring up something that's really interesting. So I work in, I've worked in corporate sales the last, 15 years, and it's always, in pretty competitive environments. But one thing I've noticed within the golf community, even across brands or companies that do very similar things, is they tend to be more collaborative. And I think it's just, the golf community in general has so much in common that I feel like everyone has different points of views and different ways of approaching things. And I've noticed that, a lot of companies seem to be more collaborative than competitive. And that kind of sounds like, your experience with events as well. It's everyone's trying to work together and figure out the best way to make the events, as smooth as possible and as successful as possible and seamless for the players. And I know as someone who plays in those events, I want to show up and have a good time and, just have it run smoothly. So it's, it seems like there's a lot of companies working together versus, kind of seeing each other as competition.
Yeah, there's definitely that. There's definitely a percentage out there that can be challenging to deal with. But overall, I agree with that sentiment that golf in general is just a very community-driven, industry.
Can we get a bell? Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. Yeah. Can we get a bell anytime anyone talks about golf community? Can we just ring a bell?
That's great.
Well, you guys told me to say it in the notes. Right now, I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on, man. That's good. That's good.
But one of the things that really, when I first started this, and like we really want to make this a core belief business and stay true to that, make it a family-run business, which it is, and like we treat all of our employees like family. Was what I hated seeing is in the sad part of the golf tournament business, which nobody likes to really talk about, but I'll talk about it because I see enough of it. Is that they turn into money grabs, right? And these events can have a lot of money flowing through them, right? And generally 99% of everybody involved is doing good work and for a good cause. But we would see events where they would generate a very significant amount of money, and then the net proceeds to the charity was pretty dismal. And you hear about these stories in all kinds of different charitable groups, right? So it's not uncommon, but that's what we really tried to build, is like, hey, we can run it for cheaper. We can drive more revenue. We can leverage our network to help you. And I think that's where it's important. So if you're going to preach community, you better be about it. And that's where we take that seriously.
I think it's interesting, Tom, that, the reason you had a mentor who died of cancer, you put on a tournament, and I feel like that's your why. And that's why you're sort of successful and what drives you. We always hear about charity events, and that's a big question. Like, where's this money going? I mean, you go to a golf course in LA, you're always the soldiers, and you're always getting hit up for money. And I would like to think that it's you're doing the right thing, it's going to the right place. Can you can you expand on charity? I know you do a lot of charity events. If I wanted to hire you for a charity event, how would I go about that?
Yeah, I mean, if we got in touch and we're trying to help you out with your event, we just do like a pro call, intro call, and just kind of really understand what your vision and goals are. Prime example, I had a call today. They reached out to us through our network, and they are part of the Palisades fires where they lost their school. And they said, hey, we really want to try to throw a golf event, and we want to do it before the end of the school year, which is in like a month and a half. So they said, do you think we can do it? If we engage you, can you do it? And we're like, we can do anything. We can make it happen. We have to be a team. We have to leverage your network, our network, but we'll do it and we'll get it done. And it comes down to understanding what the vision is. And we do diligence on our clients. I mean, it goes both ways, to the point of, where does this money go? Like, we don't want to be tied to somebody who's doing something maybe, not above board. So anytime we're signing a client, I'm researching their 501c3. I'm seeing if it's legitimate. And 90% of the time it's fine. But we have come across people that have falsified that information. So we chose not to work with them and would guide our partners away from those events. But, it's hard, because even with the charities we do work with, we work with some pretty big groups, and, you trust that they're doing the right thing with that money. And we believe they are. But, it's as you get into all these events, there's just a lot of opportunity to, just question things, for sure.
Yeah. The tournament business, incredible. It's so daunting. Scared. I mean, wedding planners, it's just crazy to me that you chose that business, because it's such a huge task.
That business chose me, my friend.
There you go. Let's get into this app that you created, Darts Only Golf. I know Don said he just signed up. I just signed up. There's so much wrapped into that. I know you call it a modern golf network. I went into the discounts. I'm like, wait, I pay full price for that? I pay full price for that? I was like, well, how have I heard about this app before? And it's free, by the way. Talk about the app, what's in it, and your whole just image of what it can be and what it is.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. I think, the app came to, kind of to an idea because, I come from very humble beginnings in Philadelphia, got out through real estate, started to get to play these fancy country clubs and enjoy this like upper echelon life, if you will. And most of that was free because it's on a company card, or clients are taking this out, whatever it is. So I was like, man, we got to be able to make golf more accessible to the everyday person, because like not everybody can afford this stuff. And even local courses, I mean, it's especially Southern California, it's got so expensive.
It's crazy.
And then you pay, and then, oh wait, I have to pay for a cart too, and we both have to pay for the cart. Are you kidding me? That's a whole nother conversation. But so I was like, how can we like create a landing page just to kind of maybe start leveraging some of our relationship? I mean, my background in real estate was business development, and it started out just as a social club, us getting together, playing some rounds, and then it's like, I don't really want to be another social club. I really want to just bring access. And then I was like, well, look, if I create an app and just start putting things on there, at least it's a place where people can go. And it was a very raw idea, and I built that app myself. And to where it stands now, it's leaps and bounds better. But now what it is today is, when you log into the app, you can download it on both stores for free. All you have to do is create a quick profile, very basic information. And we have privacy policies that we will not sell your information. That's a core value of us. You can access a slew of brand partnership discounts, and we work tirelessly on those. Like, we're about to add a few more this week that we're going to announce. Like Blue Tees is going to be one of them with a pretty significant discount for our members. So like Bad Birdie's on there, Sunday Golf, Jones Sports Co. We try to support a lot of local brands or new brands. So I implore you to download it, check it out. Most of those discounts are accessible year round. Some are like first purchase. So all the details of which each one are on the individual listing. But the other cool part about it is we also want to try to create another landing page for all these different events happening. Obviously, we're throwing a lot of events. A lot of our connections are throwing events. So people can put their events on our app too. If you have an outing, if you have a tournament, if you have a social mixer, if you're trying to drum up more exposure, it's another avenue to hit because we can give push notifications to our members. They can do call to actions. They can do light advertising on the app. And then lastly, you can interact with all the other members. And the last cool feature is you actually have a tee time function that we're not selling tee times. I don't make any money on tee times. There's no margins on tee times. But if you're a member and say John bailed for the round tomorrow, you can add it to the app, put how much you want to charge, if whatever the rate is. Then all of our members get an automatic notification there's a tee time available tomorrow. And then you can work out the booking it on the app. So the idea was just like, get us playing more golf, get things cheaper, and just have fun with it. And we want to kind of create the footprint that it could be national. And it is national. We do have multi-market members on there now. And part of the reason you haven't heard about it is because I'm horrible at advertising. And and also I think it's partly I don't like it's ready and it's on market and it's doing great. We're getting new users every day. But we have updates coming like any other app. So the next version will be even better with some additional updates to it.
I gotta say, Tom, with the background, you're sort of looking like the Jesus of golf. It's cheaper. I mean, just the discounts. It's very heavenly, your background, and it's amazing. I looked at the members. It's a very cool thing, man. And I'll mention it again. It's free. Do you plan it to be free going forward? I mean, listen, it's a business is business, but should we jump on now before we get charged?
The answer is no. It actually started as a paid membership. The beginning of this year is when we launched the free version. So now it is free in perpetuity. So that was always our goal. Because obviously me saying make it more accessible than charging you fees kind of counterintuitive. But to your point, I was trying to just like cover the licensing fees of the app, at that point. So, but now January 1, we launched it for free. The event business has really helped expand that partnership because with all the tournaments we're doing with brand partners, that they're loving me because we buy a lot of stuff from them. So then they're very accommodating and giving us some more discounts and benefits for our members. So I try to leverage both sides of my business together to support everybody, effectively.
It makes perfect sense, guys. Download the app, buy the stuff that you're gonna buy anyways, and then Tom's gonna hook us up, man, with cheaper tee times, cheaper gear. We're all addicted to gear. Speaking of gear, AK, do you have anything else before we get into the industry open?
No, I'm actually really excited to hear about that.
Well, let's get into it. March 30th in Temecula. It is, I believe, the first annual industry open battle of the brands. Get this, everybody. 4-man scramble, right? You might get nervous. You might get scared. 10K purse. You heard that right. 10K purse. I think it's like 80-90% full. Talk more about the industry open, how it came about. Is it the first annual, Tom?
Yeah, it's our first one. It might not be annual. It might be we might have 2 a year. So we're playing with that right now. But yeah, we plan on traveling around the different cities for sure.
Battle of the brands. I know you have some obviously sticks. People are like really excited about this. When you put a 10K purse out there, you're going to attract competitive golf. You're going to attract influencers. You're going to attract brands. Can you name some influencers, brands? Who's all going to be involved?
Yeah, I love that. I think right now our number one supporter since day one of darts has been in business is Sunday Golf. So Sunday Golf came in big with the team and the sponsorship. We love Galen and the guys over there. We have Mellon with the team. Our boys from Mellon coming through. That's a big one. Bad Birdies coming through with the team and an activation. So might be some free Bad Birdie swag if you're a player. We won't tell you all the details. Let's see. Who else do we have? Influencers. We have Brian Effie. We have Brandon Thin to Win. We have Sarah Camarena. We have Roman Royale. And then
Beetle Boys.
Beetle Boys are coming out. Beetles, they're not playing. They're doing our behind the ropes coverage of the event. So the other part we really want to try to do is give it a lot of really smart and strategic media coverage. So we have G Money, Golf Girl. G Money is our MC for the day, been doing interviews all day. We have Spot Network TV that's going to be doing a live broadcast on one of our par threes as you play. And then we have John Mottola coming out doing all the videography. And then I think it's Dop Don that's coming out doing all of our photography. So there'll be a ton of content, ton of media, really trying to support the brands. And it's a collaboration event. Like, we want to showcase these things. We have a lot of brand new brands coming out that are playing and or showcasing their products on holes. So that's what it was really meant to be. It was meant to be get all the small and big brands out, network, have fun, but make it a true competition.
I love it. Is Don out there still just smacking at balls? Where are you, Don?
I'm right here.
What up, man? I tried to get Don out to the Industry Open because Don is a stick. Let's see it, Don. Let's see it.
There you go.
There it is. No pressure. They can all be pure.
Zachary.
I'll run it back. I wasn't ready. Here we go.
Star L. Smith said, "What's up, guys?" And
Fuck
we
it.
also had.
Oh, by the way, I can't hear nobody. I can only hear you, Bosco.
Okay.
So let me. No, you never went to me about a question for Tom. So here it is. I think you guys know what it is. Hey, Tom, who's your favorite luchador of all time? You guys got to tell me the answer.
What did he say?
Your favorite luchador of all time.
What the hell is a
You
luchador?
see that?
Yeah. It's a Mexican wrestler that wears a mask.
Oh, I should know that. I'm married to a Mexican. She's gonna kill me.
This is off to a bad start.
Don, he said he's married to a Mexican. He should know that. She's gonna kill him. So
Yep.
there
Yep.
you-
Just say La Parka.
My
The only answer is La Parka. That's the or
La-
drive La Parka. That's it.
Yeah, I'll go with that answer.
Don, he said La Parka. I mean, he remembered La Parka. There it is.
That's right. And if you guys would like to see player B,
Player
Donnie
B.
Digest, player B showed up. Ugh. I gotta remember not to lose that ball. That's pretty good though. It worked out.
All right. Let's knock
Now
it out.
watch. Wedge putting champion of the world. You guys see the ball?
Oh yeah, we can see it. That's kind of.
Oh, it had a chance.
It's kind of great. It's kind of great. AK, any questions about the Industry Open?
No, I mean, I love that it's a 4-man scramble, and I'm sure there's, a lot of these brands have some good players. What's your not expectation? What is your prediction for the winning score?
It's a good question. We were talking about that this week. So I spent a good amount of time last week custom setting the pin locations because we really want to make it as challenging as possible, including setting the tee box location. So we really thought about okay, based on teeing off here, where does that put your second shot? We really tried to lay it out as smart as we could to even the best golfers give them something to think about. And in some cases where the par fours, we actually shorten them up to bring a lot of other danger into play and make the approach shots a little bit more, you have to really think about your tee shot for your second shot. So, my instinct is minus 14.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my gut. Look, if you have a typical charity scramble, they're 22 under or whatever. I'm getting texts every day, all night, with people sending me their groups hey, do you think we have a chance? Hey, do you think we have a chance with this squad? And I was like, there's a lot of plus handicaps coming across my text messages these days. I'm like, where do all these guys play? I never see these guys play. There's a lot of them all of a sudden. But it's exciting, and that's what we wanted. To the point of where people are stacking their teams. But now I think nearly all of our teams are stacked. I mean, there's the few just, hey man, we're just here for a good time. But yeah, I'm excited to see. And I think the horse race is another true test to, really making sure they can do it, because the horse race is alternate shot, 4-man alternate.
That was my
shot.
next question. Can you, for those not familiar, I know everyone's probably familiar with, the team that comes in at 22 under and, they were behind you the whole day and you didn't see
Yeah,
any
right.
good shot and all of a sudden they win. I know you mentioned scoring officials, but aside from that, can you walk the listeners through what a horse race is? Just so everyone's aware of what's going to be going on, because I think it's great.
Yeah, essentially, I'll talk about some of the controls first for the scramble itself. So, nobody's playing by themselves. We're actually running 8-sums. So the other team is keeping your score. So you can't even really keep your score in a certain form. We will have live scoring required. So every hole there has to be a score entered, because what also can happen is people drag it out to see what other scores are being entered and maybe they try to fudge it. So we will have scoring officials and witnesses throughout the course that will be monitoring, mostly the greens and fairways, because that's where 99% of the cheating happens. And we do have an activation at every tee box. So we do have somebody watching, what's happening. So, that's there's a lot of controls in place just during the round. But the horse race comes down to the top 4 teams of the top 4 scores go play 3 holes that we've selected, and they will be changed from the day round. So that the pin will stay the same, but the tee boxes and things will move in different spots. And essentially there's an elimination. So each hole, the top 3 teams go on the hole 2, and then the top 2 go on the last hole. So, and as far as alternate shot goes, they have to kind of decide. It's very strategic. Like, okay, who's going to hit your drive? Then you have to play in that order through the 3 holes. So, I've played in these before, and I got into a horse race, and I had my pro guy tee off. I threw a dart to like 5 feet, and my 2 guys were so shit faced. They couldn't make a 4-foot putt between the 2 of them. So we got knocked out the first hole. So, but it really keeps it as honest as I think you can in these environments. And we really want to try to prove, hey, you guys can play competitive and not friggin' cheat. Like, why do you guys have to cheat, right? But I think we put every roadblock in place for cheating that we could. And we do have a DQ, opportunity. If they do violate the rules, they will be disqualified.
Tom, you have some people coming in, joining late. Do you just want to remind them real quick what tournament you're talking about?
Yeah, this is the Industry Open at Temecula Creek Inn on March 30th, Monday, March 30th.
Tom, are you doing sort of an event the on Sunday night at the course, or like a dinner or something? I saw when I looked at it. Is it only Monday, or is it going to be like a sort of a 2-day event?
It's a 2-day event. So Sunday we have we're calling it a VIP day, for lack of a better word. But Sunday we do have a small golf outing at Pechanga. So like a little just outing round with our top sponsors and some VIP invites. And then, but for all the golfers, everybody attending, the sponsors at 1909 Temecula. It's a great restaurant there in Old Town Temecula. We're having just like a little happy hour, come out for some beers, meet some of the players, a little trash talk, see if you can get the other guy hammered before the round the next day, whatever you need to do to kind of get your edge, that's what it's for. But again, just a network, people to meet people. It's exciting to see, like, we all have our networks, and if I throw events, we get a lot of the same people. A lot of people support. We love that. But we have people coming in from Phoenix and Northern California, people I've never even met or heard of before. Like, man, we're in. And, I'm like, that's awesome. That's what we want it to be. We want it to be like a global community thing. And as we do the next one, we're expecting the purse to jump up pretty significantly as we, do proof of concept on this one. Because I know some brands were just, all right, well, we'll see how it goes. And but that's why they'll be knocking our door down for the second one, I hope.
Gnarly just asked, how are singles going to be teamed up?
Yeah, it's a good question. We don't have a lot of singles signing up, but we do have a handful, and we're really trying to put them based on their skill set. So it's the best we can do. I mean, I would advise you to get a foursome, stack your team, but I think we're only going to have one group that was kind of put together with singles.
Adonis is in. He's coming for that dub.
Yeah.
People are focused, man, and excited. A 10K purse. Is it split? Winner take all?
Yeah, 7,500 for first, 2,500 for second. We also have some pretty amazing swag. All the players will get amazing swag from Sunday Golf, from Bad Birdie, a few other secret things we have coming in when you show up. And then we also have a perpetual trophy being made. It's pretty badass. It won't be there the day of the event, unfortunately, because it's being custom made, but it will be kind of our Stanley Cup, where we're going to give each player a week with it, and hopefully they don't destroy it, and then we'll stay back in our office till the next one. But yeah, we put 20 plates on it, so we're expecting to kind of see that thing go through some things.
Man, AK, I don't know about you, but it sounds exciting. I'm pumped. My question, Tom, a couple questions. I know you got to wrap up. You have a big hockey game coming up. Will there be a gallery? Do you have to pay to go and just maybe have a couple drinks, some food? Is a gallery even going to be allowed?
Yeah, we're selling spectator tickets for $50 a piece. The first handful, I think it's the first 50 people that do it, they also get a free custom golf towel, industry open golf towel we made. And yeah, and then you can hang out there at the clubhouse. Like kind of the hole one at Temecula has the first tee, it has hole 9, hole 18, and hole greens, and then hole 10 tee. So there's a lot of action right there. And that's right where the horse race will end as well. But if you come up for $50, we'll have the tap truck there, pouring drinks all day. We'll have tacos happening. We'll have coffee. We'll have all those things. So all that stuff's included if you come out, and then you're welcome to hang out at the dinner reception and have some dinner too. So yeah, we've had a bunch of people sign up for spectators. We encourage it. It's going to be a good time. Yeah, we love to see people come out and support.
Man, I'm excited.
And a social media page that folks can kind of follow along before and during the event.
Yeah, at the Industry Open on Instagram is our primary feed now. So we've been announcing all the brands and players on there. I'm way behind because we just got, I'm looking at our grid now. The amount of brands coming out and donating product and competing is just, it just steamrolled. So every hole has an activation on it. There's a lot of ways to win prizes during the day too. No way to buy your score or anything like that. But if you do get a CTP or whatever it is, there's a lot of cool prizes given away by the brands. But yeah, so it's follow us there and you'll see a lot of good stuff. And on the day of, download Spot Network TV. You can follow that on their Instagram page too, and that's where the live stream will be.
That's awesome.
Don, if you're out there, Don, we're gonna say goodbye to Tom from Darts Only Golf.
Before,
go ahead.
Before he asked, I got a couple questions in the chat.
Yeah.
Zach said he wants to get he wants to get a team in with you, and Peter Lim also asked how many groups are competing.
We are expecting a full field of 36 groups, 144 players. We're pretty much there. I think we just have 2 or 3 foursomes left. So, first come, first serve. I won't be able to add any more. So we're maxed out there. So if you want it, I would jump on it as soon as possible.
Peter, let's do it, Peter. You could carry me. You're used to carrying your bag. What's another 175 pounds? Come on, man. Let's go, Pete. Let's go to Temecula and win this thing. I love it. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. I told Tom, community would love to be involved in one way or another. I know this is something that's going to grow. You've heard Tom. He knows what he's doing. And he's run a bunch of tournaments. So it's going to be an upscale event. That's going to be competitive. And this is only going to grow and get bigger. And I hope you could find a space for us. And I don't know if it's this one or the next one, Tom, but I just want to thank you for coming on. I know this is our 5th show, and I know you're a busy man, 2 kids, a beautiful office.
4 kids.
Oh, 4 kids. Wow. You're like sort of like me. Awesome. Yeah. Don, you got anything before Tom leaves us? Oh, now we can't hear.
Oh no, I got it. That's me.
Okay.
I didn't want you guys to hear me yelling all the profanities of what just took place out here. So we already got luchadors covered. So I'm pretty excited about Darts Golf and everything that's going on. So take a look out here. We're out here golfing. We got that water's behind me, so we don't got to worry about that. We're going that way now. But Tom, unfortunately, I won't be able to make it because I got my daughter's golf tournament. I got to be in town, but I'm going to try to make the next one for sure. And
yes.
Anybody that needs a ringer putter on your team, just the deal. It's Donnie Digest, stay and play. You guys know the deal. You pay for everything. I show up and make all the putts.
Donnie Drano, man. Donnie Drano. AK, you got anything for Tom?
No, just what you've been doing holistically. I know I've been part of helping run events, and I know it's a huge lift. So just doing that for those charity events is great. But I think this industry open is going to be something, that'll really take off. It sounds like the first one is already set up to be a huge success. And unfortunately, I don't think we'll get a team in this time, but really looking forward to the next one. And I know that's something we'll keep our eye on for sure.
Yeah, well, the next date will be announced soon, but the location has been determined. So we will be dripping it at the day, but we'll tell you now. So the next one will be at Monarch Beach Golf Links in Dana Point.
Love.
Next
Nice.
one's at Monarch. At Monarch, Don. Next one is at Monarch, man. Let's go.
I'll go to that one. Hey, I forgot one other thing, but I just forgot it again. So, shit. Oh, yeah. If you need me, I'll announce for you. If you need me down there, I used to do a lot of announcing at the events. I could do your next on the tee from parts unknown, weighing in at 269 pounds, Don motherfucking Merkin, like that.
Hey,
He just keeps announcing himself.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a different announcement. It's Donnie Tsunami, Donnie Digest, Donnie Drano. It's
Love it.
Tom,
Yeah.
you know the pressure of announcing at an event in Hawaii? Like Don and I have talked about that. Like he gets the pronunciation right? Hawaii,
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah, easy for you to say. Kelameki Laka Maka. Right. I'm killing it out there. I was like, oh, Hawaii, and it was like a smaller field. So I was like, this will be light work. No, the hardest I had to work all year. People are prideful, but I got a couple like local guys that were like, they was like, yeah, bro, nice work with the name, I got it. Like I was in there. I mean, I'm in there, bro,
North Shore, man.
Yeah.
Tom, anything else you'd like to bless us with? Any information before you leave us?
No, I mean, I would just be on the lookout. If you haven't followed us, follow Darts Only Golf and Darts Only Golf event. We have 2 pages. We have a pretty significant new deal being dropped this weekend. So we'd love for you guys to follow us to kind of track that. But, I think in the end, appreciate what you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys having me on. Let's keep in touch. We'll see you at the next event, and we're here to support you guys in any way.
Man, thank you so much. Everyone, let's give Tom Darts Only Golf a hand, man. Like we know how to. I hope to see you the 30th, whether I'm playing, whether I'm serving tacos, or I have a leaf blower, manicuring. I'm gonna try to get there somehow.
If you show up, I'll get you your own cart. You can go mingle and have a good time. So I'll do that for you, but nobody else.
Enough said. Enough said. All right, Tom.
I also want to submit my resume as former greenskeeper assistant superintendent. So if you need the cups cut or well, that's all I really want to do. I'm only going to cut cups. That's all I'm offering.
I love it. Well, thanks again, Tom. We're about to give a 3-wood away. I hope you entered because it's a beautiful, beautiful club. I can't hit a 3-wood, but apparently other people can. So thanks again. We'll see you soon. Industry Open, Darts Only Golf. Follow this man. He's giving away just discounts. And if you don't have a partner to play with, it's incredible what he's doing. And thanks again. And we'll be in touch.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Right,
Bye-bye.
Hell yes.
Later, Tom.
What a guy.
The community, man. The community,
man.
It's growing. I hope he brought value to you guys. Like, to put on a tournament is such a daunting task. I've heard him in another podcast. He recommends 6 months to a year if you want to plan it right. Someone called him today, and he's going to be out, in Atlanta on Monday. He's like the wolf in what's the movie called? Shit.
I don't know. Sleepy Hollow. Judgment Day.
John Travolta.
Judge Dredd.
Samuel L. Jackson. Pulp Fiction. He's the wolf.
Yeah, that's Judge Dredd, dude.
No, it's not. Pulp Fiction. You're having trouble with the tournament? You call in the wolf. You call in Tom from Darts Only Golf, and he's gonna get you right. Whether it's a charity tournament or you got divas, he's gonna get you right. And download that app. And thanks again, Eddie Money. Are we ready?
Yes, sir. Giveaway time.
Yee. What everyone is here for, man. I love it. I love it. Well, first of all, let me thank 3 Wood Golf. If you guys haven't followed 3 Wood Golf yet, please go do so. It's a local brand, and they're very passionate about it. It's all quality stuff. They're very much about the community, and they're very much about making golf exclusively inclusive. Don, would you say? So I'm very honored that they reach out to us to collab with us, and let's do it, man. Let's give away this beauty.
All right. So here it is. Gonna copy and paste the Instagram link. There we go. So you guys can see it is our Cmnty Golf giveaway post. 1 winner, at least 3 mentions, like we said. And that's got to scan through the comments. Good luck to everyone who has submitted and participated. We appreciate you guys reaching out and supporting us and supporting the community, like we said.
Can I just do this little quick, because we've done a bunch of giveaways. If they live,
Man, that was well said by Eddie Money.
yeah. If that person lives under your roof, whether it's Rafa's roof, whether it's AK's roof, Eddie Money's, or Don's, we will spin it again, because I don't want to be accused, and we always get accused of shit. So we will only respin again if my wife wins, or my mom wins, or Eddie Money's mom wins, or Don's daughter win, or AK's family wins. Other than that, it's up for grabs, and we were going to stick to this winner. Let's do it, Eddie Money.
There we go. Congratulations. Our winner is Cmnty Golf.
There we go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Congratulations, Cmnty Golf. We're going to reach out to you. I will get this shipped out, and I hope it does wonders for you. I can't hit a 3-wood. AK, can you hit a 3-wood?
I can, but I don't.
Donnie Drano, 3-wood, is it a weapon of choice?
Before you guys knew me, I used to play the R9 3-wood, and I had a quote every time I hit it. I say, "Nobody hits it better." Mostly because no one's hitting this club anymore.
I love it. Well, congrats.
But yeah, dude, I actually smashed 3-wood though. Fucking hard.
And I did just confirm she follows both Cmnty Golf and 3 Wood Golf. So we will reach out to you on that. Thank you, everybody, for commenting and participating.
Please tell me I don't have to ship it to Thailand or something. Till we know
tariffs kill you these days. You know,
reverse tariffs are gonna kill me. Dude, we've actually done a giveaway for a guy in South Africa?
South Africa.
Yeah. I gave $1,000 to that dude. He texted me for 6 months asking to borrow money. It's like, dude, you won $1,000. Why you keep on reaching out for more money? But congratulations again. Shout out to 3 Wood Golf, man. I hope it
She's
helped
got
you guys out.
a lot of mutuals.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was good.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Hopefully
go. That's because it's a community, baby. It's a community, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, I'm glad. That was kind of stressful for me. I don't know about you guys.
You were stressed because you had to look at it and not hit it every day.
Yes. It was in my bag too.
I know you were taking that head cover off and whispering sweet nothings to that 3-wood.
Because I was like, maybe I could hit this 3-wood and not the one in my bag. Like maybe mine's broken.
That's the mind of a golfer, everyone. It's never the swing. It's maybe I hit this 3-wood better.
Yeah, of course. The QI4D is gonna fix me up. Oh, look at that.
That's the 3-wood I'm running. We're not gonna look at that side of it.
Bashed in. Who'd you
We're
kill
running-
with that thing, Don?
No, it's just like I'll show you whatever. It's just trashed. A lot of these guys.
It's well loved.
Yes. A lot of stories.
Hey, listen, I don't think anybody could hit it as far as I can off the top of this club or the bottom. Nobody.
I love it. Well, that is the giveaway. We're going to be giving away stuff all year long. So continue to follow us. We are a community. We're about giving back. We're about we've had Jareel now. We've had the Muni kids. We've given away nothing but nuggets. Right, Don?
Rob
Yeah, why do I keep
Person
losing
says
them?
her content is awesome.
We'll
Hell
pop out
yeah,
and pop
man.
in.
I love it, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. But we have everyone's favorite segment, Equip Drip, with our man from North Crack-a-Lacka, A to the motherfucking K. What are we going to get into? Are we getting into equipment? Are we getting into drip? What are we doing, AK? Because is that metalwood? That metalwood's
This is metal.
fire.
Shout out Metalwood.
Yeah.
You know what? I think unintentionally my outfit and your hat kind of go with what I want to talk about today. There's
Go
a
ahead.
little small golf tournament coming up in somewhere in Georgia in a few weeks. Eddie,
Ooh.
any clues what that one might be?
You know what? I've heard about something. They serve like pimento cheese sandwiches or something.
That's the only reason I want to go again.
Yeah.
is that damn pimento cheese sandwich. Yes, I want to talk about drip and the Masters, and it's not what the players are wearing. I want to talk about the special editions that are made for the Masters. Are they a hit or miss? And let's talk about what you wear to the Masters, right? So we'll start there. One question I have, and I have opinions on this, and they're not strong ones. But what do you think about wearing Masters gear to the Masters? And I guess this goes for any golf tournament. If you're going to, see something at Pebble, are you wearing Pebble gear if you're not playing? What is your opinion on that?
You know what? Listen, I'm gonna go into my son's closet where I keep a lot of because I have so much shit. I have to double up on closets. And I have an opinion about this because this is the only week that you can bring out azaleas on your shirt, AK. Hopefully this reaches. Hopefully I didn't even plan on showing this. And I hope, of course, I'm not going to be able to find it.
He asked me to ask this, by the way, so he could show off the
I
shirt.
did it. I found it. Okay. It's ugly as F. Okay. But you can only wear this shirt during Masters Week. I'm sorry. It's the old, you can't wear this.
Hey,
So it's acceptable. And we all know if you do, and you've been to the Masters, AK, I'm assuming.
that's the only reason I'm going this year is because I went last year for a few hours. We got rained out. So Augusta, you guys did the right thing. They refunded everyone's money and guaranteed us tickets this year. So shout out Augusta.
Wow.
They got a lot of rules, but I love that one.
Listen, there's Donnie Digest right there. Shout out to the azaleas. He's smoking azaleas right now.
No, it's cannabis.
Donnie Doobies.
Oh, Donnie Doobies. Listen, is it a thing? Are you going to stand in line at the pro shop? Like how much? And I know your wife might be watching. Like, are you buying everything? Are you buying the gnome? Are you buying the Donnie Digest fucking garden gnome masters?
Hey.
I feel like
You asked the one thing that I really want. So quick backstory. Last year we got in and the merch line was shut off. They weren't allowing anyone else to line up. So we were like, okay, fine. We went, we got some food, we got some drinks. We followed Oberg for a few holes. And we're like, okay, let's go back. The line was open. We're like sick. So we get in line. We wait for like 45 minutes. There's one or two more groups before we get to go in the merch building. and the siren goes off for lightning. So they made everyone get out. Long story short, we never got back in, never got merch, right?
Wow.
And all I wanted was that stupid damn gnome and didn't get it. Luckily, I had some friends go back later in the week. They got some hats and stuff that I wanted. No gnome. So this year, first thing we're doing, we're getting in line and I'm getting that stupid gnome because that's all I want. They do a different one every year. I'm not paying the marked up, secondary price. And I think that's also something that you should only have if you were there and you got it yourself at the event, because it is limited every year to that. So yes, I will get that.
Well,
however, I'm not going to spend a ton of money because I get a few things to kind of commemorate it. But I don't have any Masters polos. I have one hat and it's a vintage Masters hat. So yeah, I won't be spending a ton of money. I'll probably buy something for my wife, and my son asked, for my 4-year-old asked for another hat. But yeah, I won't be spending a ton.
That's so weird that I brought up the gnome, and I had no idea that's actually what you want. Merkin, can we do a Merkin gnome drop? I mean,
So
there's
look, and I'm gonna break the news here. I'm gonna break the news here for anybody that's had the ability to stay with this podcast long enough. Now, okay, if you can't get to Augusta and get yourself a garden gnome from the Masters, there will be a soon coming out Don Merkin gnome. Okay, you put it in your little golf studio. Okay, if you guys look up gnomes, you're gonna want that way more than the Masters one. It's way more exclusive. You can only get it if you know me. I'm not letting anybody buy it unless you know me. That's just the rules. And then there's another little backstock item in case that doesn't go through as well as I hope. We got Chia Pet Merkins coming out. Okay, it's basically me, and you just grow a Chia Pet beard on it. Okay, that's how that goes.
Love it.
Donnie freaking Digest, Donnie Drano, Donnie the marketing genius,
Merkin marketing,
marketing, baby.
Marketing.
I
I
love
program.
it.
Oh shit!
I'm
you gotta
all
get
about
in
it.
early.
I'm all about it. All that. Look at the green and the Masters. I thought I was going to be able to go this year. Apparently that didn't happen. But yeah, what about like the bag? When is it acceptable to get the tailor-made Augusta bag? And like, can you only rock it that week?
Just punching the air in Vegas right now because he's
he wants
chomping at the bit to get that Augusta tailor-made bag.
Yep.
I think from a collectible perspective, if you want that and you want to put it in your office, I mean, obviously I have 3 golf bags. I have another one over there, the Malvin girl bag. They're cool to have. I think that's the only time it's cool if you're not on tour to have a staff or a tour bag. But that leads me to the next thing is all these brands do Augusta drops, right? Mm-hmm. At what point is someone going to do something unique other than just making everything green, yellow, and purple or pink, green, yellow, and pink? Mm-hmm. I really loved slapping, pictures of pimento cheese sandwiches all over a polo that, I would never wear. I would like to see some brands do something a little bit more outside the box. I know Travis Matthew worked closely with Akshay to come up with something unique. It's still green, but they toned it down. It's green and white, not green, yellow, pink. I think there's some odes to like throwback. Was it 90 years of the Masters this year? So I know some brands are doing, some kind of like throwback vintage style stuff and an ode to 90 years of the Masters that isn't in the traditional colors. But, Jordan Golf came out with a Jordan 1 Low golf shoe, and I was grossly disappointed. It is an all white Jordan 1 Low, and they did the spiked, which I very much dislike the midsole on that. But it's an all white shoe with a green liner and a green sole and pink spikes. I'm like, swing and a miss. It's a better blank for a custom shoe than it is standalone. There's just so many cool things you can do that I really think, a lot of brands miss the mark by just doing yellow, green, and pink on everything. Yeah, it's my opinion.
I've seen the Govern Masters drops. He has like 2 or 3 versions. Those are absolute fire, and those you could only wear during Masters week. And I don't even know if I would wear them. Have you seen them, AK?
Of course. Shout out Govern. I've done a few projects with with Govern, and they always turn out great. But yeah, I mean, he took the time to learn how to paint the Jordan elephant print, green and yellow, and obviously other colors, but the green and yellow. And I think that is like a unique thing that utilizes the colors. And then with the Travis Scott on the inside, instead of where the, Travis Scott is spelled out in the cross, it's, kind of the flag from the Masters logo and stuff. So makes it really unique and on brand. But yeah, I think just coming out with something standard every year in the Masters colors is a little, I don't know, old.
Well,
I'd love to see something new.
You want to see something that I thought was new, and it's going to be kind of ridiculous because I thought it was an innovator, and now I've seen a little bit more and more of it. People with their state. I'm going to show it. I'm not embarrassed because I thought I came up with it a couple years ago. But shout out to my Los Angeles Masters inspired tattoo. I played out because now after I got it, I see a lot of Texas. I see a lot of Arizona. Yeah. Here I was thinking I'm an innovator in the space of tattoo. Now listen, I have a lot of tattoos. A lot of them are bad, but I'm sort of proud of this one, man.
There you go.
Any comments? Yeah.
Are you saying you are the master of Los Angeles?
LA is my thing, man. LA, I am born and bred. Don, do you have a Portland Masters tattoo?
Oh no, I just have a giant tattoo on my chest. Just one. But that's the mayor of Downey, not the master of LA. That's the mayor of Downey right there.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know.
Thank you, Don. Listen,
you should have got the You should have got the Downey like area, like
yeah. Listen, there's a lot of traffic in Downey. I like to say, like John Lennon said, Downey is the center of the universe, and that's why there's so much traffic because everyone wants to be here. And why wouldn't I want to live in Downey? Because it is the center of the universe.
When you say John Lennon, do you mean Steve Jobs? Has anybody gone down that rabbit hole?
Oh shit! Here we go. Wait, hold on. So John Lennon was not assassinated and morphed into Steve Jobs. I'm gonna get some shit sent to me tonight from Don. Don, come on, give me something.
Well, this theory started off for me a long time ago when I was looking into ear biometrics, which the spaces in between your ears is more unique than your fingerprint. So that's how you can really identify someone. So people were using ear biometrics to identify that possibly Jimi Hendrix is Morgan Freeman. So
it's awesome.
Yeah, you guys just chew on that, everybody. That'll a little homework for you.
Listen, everyone knows ear biometrics. That's old news, Don. I love it, man. I love Don says he said I got to be up at 4. Actually, I have to be up at 3:30 in the morning. I'll wake up and I'll get just something about there was giants, pyramids. Dude,
facts. Both of those are facts.
See,
they're real. Those are both facts.
You and my nephew Jay need to just hang out.
Well, pyramids, you can go see those. Those really exist, brother.
I'm not sure. Yeah. But listen, we have about 12 minutes. We've been wanting to do this segment for like 3 weeks, and we keep on not having the time. But if you guys have seen it, our guy, Hello Friends, now I can't remember his name. Help me out. Jim Nance, Hello Friends, which is a great story. I just heard why he said that. It was an ode to his father. And it's even, and listen, the Masters is coming, Augusta's coming, and there's the little chirping in the background. Is there anything more soothing than hearing "Hello, friends"? With
I want that on a sound machine to put me to sleep every single night.
Right. I want to put it on the Masters.
The Jim Nance or Augusta, just brown noise. It's just,
the chirping.
I hate to burst your guys' bubble, but for me, it's next coming to the ring, That's what I want to hear. That's all I ever want to hear. I'm going to force feed La Parka into this podcast.
Done. I thought you were going to say, have you ever seen Jim Nantz and fucking Jim Morrison in the same fucking room? Their ear biometrics are the same. That's where I thought you were going to go with that.
Well, it's a tidbit about Morrison. He living in Eagle Point. He was part of a movie shoot where he tried to pretend to be this guy named Bill Lawyer, but they checked because they had to shoot guns in the movie, so they had to get like paperwork signed, and he wasn't a real person. And he just admitted, "Well, I'm Jim Morrison." He lives at the JM Sanctuary Ranch in Eagle Point, Oregon. If anybody wants to go check that out, Jim Morrison's alive and living. Eagle Point, Oregon. You heard it here.
Fucking Mojo Rising.
Rising, baby.
Mojo Rising. But let's get into how easily we get sidetracked. Let's get into
it's American Rising.
There you go. Let's get into a question that was asked of Jim Nantz, and he had to retract. And someone asked him, "What do you consider a good golfer?" And it's a very wide range or very general question. And he took it as, well, I think you got to shoot in the low 70s. And he got a lot of shit for that. Yeah, he got a lot of shit for that. And I think Jim, lives right above Pebble, right? He's a golf fanatic. And that came up about a month ago. And he retracted because he's like, listen, I got hammered for that statement. And then they asked a bunch of people. I want to ask everyone here on this panel, and if you guys have an opinion out there on YouTube or Instagram, let us know. What do you consider to be a good golfer? Not a great golfer, a good golfer. Don, you want to go first? What would you consider a good golfer? And it doesn't have to be score, or you can give a score.
Well, I think your barometer of what a good golfer is might be difficult based off like your actual skill ability. So I look at someone like AK. Mm-hmm. He's a great golfer in comparison to myself. However, I'm a great golfer because I have a good time and I enjoy it differently. So I think it's kind of subjective. For me, a good golfer is someone that doesn't bring others down around them and is, maybe not talking down to people because they don't know what they're doing, but maybe explaining stuff. Like if you want people to be better at the game or do things correctly, it's better to just explain it than to be like mad about it. So I think that's a good golfer when you're just humble and like you might single digit handicap and you're playing with a bunch of 15 pluses and you don't get all weird about it. So I don't know. Is that a good answer?
It's an amazing answer actually, because if you were a +2 or a 15 and you're a dick, I'm not calling you a good golfer just because you're a dick.
Right.
So I do love that answer. AK,
I think
the other side of the spectrum.
So I'll start with saying that I think the question, when it depends on who is asked to and their skill level. There's very few people who will actually consider themselves good at golf. Like for me, I would consider someone who consistently or frequently shoots in the 70s, but that's because that is slightly better than I play, or right now significantly better than I play. But I think that is going to be most people's answer is someone who's better than they would consider good at golf. So for me, I'm a single digit index. However, I don't think I'm good at golf. I think I'm better than average on some days, where I think a good player more often than not shoots in the 70s.
I also accept that answer. And it's very relative because I would consider our boy Rafa, who I golf with all the time. I tell everyone he's a good golfer. when I play with Don, I know, Don is as good at golf. I think someone that everyone has bad shots here and there. I know I'm not good at golf. I'm trying really hard. When I play with AK, I would say when I brag, I'm like, I'm bringing a stick. Like I brought the ringer. I brought a dude who's great at golf. To me, AK is great at golf. Rafa's good, and Don is good at golf.
I think I want to answer a little bit. 'Cause I played with like a guy like Jay Choi and a guy named Bucky Co. And Bucky played high level college golf. He's TaylorMade, worked for TaylorMade, works for Scotty Cameron. Jay Choi played on tour for 15 years in Japan. And I played golf with both those guys on teams in different tournaments. And, watching Jay Choi personally go like 22 under in our tournament, and not using one of our shots or anybody else's better, that's a great golfer. When I played with Bucky and I hit the best 3-wood of my life, back to the 3-wood conversation, and I hit it, I was on the green, we got an eagle putt, and I was like, man, I'm never on the green on this shot, and I forgot that we played his drive because he hit the shit out of it. And then I hit my ball onto the green, and he hits it. I've got 15 feet left. He hits it to 6 feet. So it's like the best 3-wood shot I've ever hit in my life, and it's still not good enough. So that's a great golfer. So there's levels to it when you see it. But I guess like for me, more or less, it's about if you go out and play and try to get better. Like that's to me a good golfer, or a golfer. I don't know if good's the right descriptor, but like just a golfer is someone that's out there trying to get better. Like depending on what your skill level is or what you're working on.
Yeah, and you watch these +5, +6, +7 indexes, which is just it's mental to think about.
Yes.
That their 8 best out of 20 scores is somewhere between 5 and 7 under par that's kind of ludicrous. And that brings my point to, I always say they play a different game. Their misses are our good shots. You watch Hideki. Man swings, drops the club behind him, pissed off, and he lands it 2 feet from the pin. Well, he's pissed because he landed 2 feet to the right of the pin. His target, he wanted to play it off the right and land it left of the pin. He mishit that shot. The result was great, but for him, he mishit it, right? It's like, so when we talk about levels to the game, I think it's how often do you reach your level of expectation for yourself, right? And for professionals, it's a lot more often than for amateurs. And for high level amateurs, it's a lot more often than, good amateurs, so on and so forth, all the way down. I think we just need to normalize being equally as excited for the guy who's trying to break 100 and shoots 99 than we do for the +7 that's, on a 59 watch. That's equally exciting, and it's the same level of accomplishment for both players, right?
I love it.
So I think just kind of normalizing people's expectations as players when they have a great day based on their expectation and their skill level.
Like if I play 18 holes and only use one golf ball, it's like I might as well have had 17 hole-in-ones. You know what I mean? Like it's like
yeah.
There's levels
you write your name, you write the date and course on it, and you put it up on the mantle.
Yeah, I might start doing that. If I ever do complete, the next time I've done it before. The next time I play 18 holes without losing a ball.
Hold on.
That's going on the mantle. What do you got? An eagle ball? What do you got? 16 pars you're going to show us?
No. I've played 36 holes with this ball. This is going up on the mantle.
It was in a sim?
Mini golf doesn't count.
No, it was not a sim. I want to make can I make an observation? Don was like, hey, I'm like, are you going to be on today, Don? He's like, if you want me to, I kind of wanted to play golf after work. I could do it from the golf course. And I'm like, well, good luck with the Wi-Fi working. But I don't know. My observation is this, Don, is that you enjoyed being out on that course. I could feel the dopamine. I could feel the excitement you had, and I felt like that today. And that's what golf does. It makes me happy. It's great. Don, am I wrong, AK? Is everyone feeling that energy that Don's bringing today?
Don was vibing today.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we could talk about this. Maybe I don't know if we have a guest, but I'll be the pseudo guest next week. We could talk about that course that I was at is where I started greenskeeping, and it's the first place I ever played golf with my dad when I was little. So that place has a lot of
Yeah.
good for me, and so yeah, it's called Meriwether National Golf Course. It's called Meriwether National Golf and Venue now, I think, because it just got new ownership. They're doing a lot of work out there. I was really impressed. They've from the greenskeep, the course was for sale when I worked there, so they never put money into the course because it was for sale. So we didn't have the budget for the maintenance that we needed to do stuff, and so 300 acres and 4 guys trying to keep up with it. So now I look out there and they've done everything that we were like, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? It's all being done now. So that course in a short matter of time is going to be one of the best courses out here in Hillsborough. The greens were in amazing shape today. I was really impressed. And a course out here recently closed called Quail Valley. So there's really not a lot of other options. So I imagine that place is going to do real, real well. So shout out Meriwether National.
I love it, man. Shout out to Don going out there. I thought it was amazing. You hit a fucking putt. You drained that bitch. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I might do that every week and go to a different course. That's fun.
And the best footage that we had was actually before the podcast when Don was just like, dude, there's a dude. It's cart path only. This dude drove his cart up to the fringe, and Don was telling, I don't know who you were telling, the marshal, hey, you want me to go?
No, it's the guy. It was the guy picking the range who was looking at 14 directions at one time. You know what I mean? So
it was great.
I told him I'd go handle it if he didn't want to.
Oh, and with your, I believed it when you said it. When you said it, it had some fucking oomph to it.
Well, I used to drink, and one time I was out there, and I had turned all the bunkers on a Saturday morning, and then my friend showed up. So I was out there raking bunkers early on Saturday. My friends show up for their tea time. I start drinking like a maniac at 8 a.m., and I see a guy not rake the bunker, and I flipped out. I started yelling from the green that was elevated above where I could see him. And I was yelling at the guy for not raking his bunker. So I take a little pride in that place. By the way, I handled that very poorly, but I was right. I just handled it wrong. So
yeah, no. AK, if you haven't played around with Don, when he gets into a bunker, it's very rare, but he is I was like, oh, that's how I gotta rake it. He spent some time, and there's technique to it. He showed it to me. It's a thing, and it gave me a different perspective of someone that actually puts time into the course. Playing with Don opened my eyes in a lot of ways. I played with my wife. My wife now fixes her divots. It's a respect thing, right?
100%.
And I didn't used to do that. And it wasn't on purpose. I just was aware of it after playing with Don.
Yeah.
I would love to also sorry. I would like to also maybe talk about it's been talked about before, but it's never talked about enough is how to actually repair a ball mark on the green, because people don't realize when they do it wrong, it's look, if the fairways are pockmarked or the tee boxes are not level, we can all deal with that. If the greens are bad, that you're gonna be I'm never going back there, right? I'm never going back there. So we should talk about that next week. Maybe we'll do a little maintenance, Merkin maintenance segment. You know what I mean? We'll talk about how to how to deal with drainage, how to cut a cup correctly, and how to cut it incorrectly.
Brought to you by by True Green. I mean, listen, that's a big business, man.
No, brought to you by Par West. Brought to you by Par West, boy.
There you go, man. Now that's an idea. God.
Now you're getting me fired up over here, Don. The number of times I've had a putt or seen putts roll so slowly right at the hole, and you're like, one more revolution, it's going to drop. But whoever cut the cup pulled it out and didn't roll over the hole. So it's got a nice little volcano. And there's nothing worse than getting excited. And right before the putt drops, the ball rolls right back at you. It's like, come on. It takes 1 second, little PVC over the hole, flatten that little volcano out. Let's all help make some more.
Yeah, that's serious business. It matters. I'd love to talk about it.
Merkin Maintenance.
Yeah,
that's it. Merkin Maintenance.
Yeah,
that's a segment. I mean, that is a fucking segment brought to you by who?
Par West.
There you go. Let's reach out.
No, you know the metal. You know the ball washers, like things. The ones that are metal. They're made by.
Do that gesture online. There might.
Stopped myself. You did. It was just a little. It was a little top knot action. Yeah, no, I'm not full stroking it like this psychopath. I'm like in my driveway. I'm sure my neighbors love this. Yeah. So yeah. So like those are made. Like those things are like $400 or $500. Just so you guys know, those metal ones. Like they're no joke. And then look at this. I just happen to have these right here. These are for cutting the edges of the cup.
Edges of the cup. Look at
that. What's that called?
It's called a pair of scissors. They're just they're just rounded. So you like
oh God, I fucking love it.
It's new tech. It's new tech. Check it out.
Oh my God.
But these are sick though, because you can trim the edge of the cup and like the monuments and stuff, which is like the plaques on the tee boxes and the sprinklers. Like you have to cut all that stuff out at really good golf courses. Look around when you walk around, the drainage ditches in the fairways, the sprinklers. If they're not cut out, they don't have the hours, like the manpower hours to do it. When everything's finally manicured, there's someone that's doing just this job, right? There's a guy that's cutting out the sprinkler heads so they're a crisp cut, right?
That job description says use very high-tech tools to maintain sprinkler heads,
scissors,
markers. Do you holster those things, or how does that work?
I put them in my bib. They're up top up here, or they're in my bucket. Just kind of depends. You're usually in the bucket. So like when you're cutting cups, you got like a bucket or a tool chest. It depends on what you got. And you got sand, you got, all the things you need. We'll go over it next time.
Dude. Okay, Don.
What?
We got to get some high quality video, whether you do it live on the podcast or you do segments and we produce them. Merkin Maintenance. That's gonna be huge, by the way. That is gonna be fucking huge.
Look at this vintage sucker, dude. Here's a cup cutter for you. Let's see if I can get the thing in the light. Oh shit! This is high entertainment. No, I'm just fat.
There it is.
But this one's old. The old one.
Vintage. It's not old. Yeah. It's vintage.
And it's old. It's old vintage.
Listen, guys.
Cutting cups is the best.
We're a little bit over.
Classic cup.
I had a blast again. I'd like to thank everyone that was involved. I want to thank Threewood. I want to thank Titan Energy Cookies. Shout out to Threewood and Eddie Money. Who's getting that again? Has she reached out or he reached out? The winner.
Golf.
Say that again.
Again on golf.
He gone.
Eddie Money's naked. Just got out of the shower, probably.
Love that.
Yeah.
Deadlifting, free ball deadlifting.
Yeah, 600 pounds, baby.
Just-
Oh God, that
There
is
you
the. I just had a vision in my head. Thanks, Don. Um,
You're welcome.
I want to thank Tom from Darts Only Golf. Please go check out that app. Also, we have the Industry Open in Temecula, California on the 30th. Don, can we get Jay Choi on the line, man? I want to partner up with Jay Choi and go 22 under. I mean, Tom said he's thinking 14. Let's go win 7500, man. Someone get
Listen,
Jay Choi on the line.
Jay Choi's your guy. Okay, look, if you're trying to win, he's gonna bring this oversized like backpack. He's gonna put you right in there. Take you along and just take you on down to the finish line. It'll be fun. You'll have a great time. It's the best time ever. I watched him go 22 under. I had literally he can verify this. We'll get him on the show. The worst golf round of my entire life ever. Not like when people say that. Like this is it. This is the one. I played so badly. I was hitting a ball out of the fairway from one of his massive drives, and I missed the ball so bad that it went 90 degrees underneath our cart to the right of us. It was like 6 feet away, and the ball went 90 degrees an inch off the ground, and it like hit the bottom of the cart. Like that was the best shot I hit all day.
What did Jay do? Did he chuckle? Did he shake his head?
Knowing Jay, he pretended it didn't happen. He's the nicest dude on the face of the earth.
Listen, Jay Choi, we should have him tell this story, but
Jay
Choi had, let me just give you a quick one, okay? A little teaser. Jay Choi has always played pro golf, never done like a boys trip golf. So I have never met him. He's my friend's friend. And so he came. Shout out Young Dirty, Max Machado in Albuquerque. So they came, and then like we all stayed in this Airbnb. There's like bunk beds. Jay Choi's never done like a boys trip golf. And his first induction to that was with me. And then we went to Waste Management. We got to see like some people that he knew from the tour. It was all time. It was all time. And he got to see the other side of golf because I gave him the worst effort possible. Okay. I mean, I tried, but it was so bad. It was so bad that he sent me new clubs. He was like, you got to figure this out, dude.
I need to play with Jay Choi, man.
Real quick, we have some Instagram comments. We have El Marv said, "What's up?"
Yeah.
What up,
We got Rev Max saying, "What's up?" J.
What up, Rev?
Frankie Bangs is in here, and then Moose HT asked a question. He said, "What do you think when golfers add spikes on non-golfing shoes? Do they work? Does the spike kit worth it?"
Yeah,
Eddie.
What do you think about that, Eddie?
I think if you do something like that, it means you've been getting it.
Listen, I didn't know what to do. I had a fit planned out for the Buckets event in Vegas, and the shoes weren't going to come in time, and I had a whole North Carolina fit, and I said, the shoes aren't going to be here in time. Here's the ones that I wanted to wear, and thank God they're ugly as fuck. These are the ones I ordered. Ugly, right?
Sorry, Eastside Golf, but that was a miss.
It was a miss.
Sorry.
You could have them pop up. I haven't worn them.
What size are they?
I'm size 13.
10. Yeah.
I'll squeeze into them.
So I will say this. I bought the kit. It's easy to run. On the course, you don't feel the spikes, but if you're on concrete, it's not a good thing. It doesn't feel right. Am I right? I mean, that's my experience.
Am I right?
No.
You question
Again,
yourself.
Jay Choi said he's a 10.
Who? Jay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jay's in the chat right now?
Yeah, he says he's been here.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I waved at him very early. Jay's been chilling.
Hey, Jay, respond in the chat. Have you seen anybody since me hit a worse golf shot than that one under the fucking cart?
He's waving.
No, he's gonna say.
I didn't see it.
He's gonna say I almost went back. You know what's crazy about me and Jay Choi is that his best friend growing up, sister is married to one of my best friends now here in Portland. So we all kind of like know each other indirectly through golf. It's amazing how many people know each other through the vehicle of golf.
You said I have seen enough.
I'm
Okay.
telling you guys, it was atrocious. Like they're like, just get
Listen. Oh, Merc is frozen. Jay Choi, we have you, Jay. I don't mean to put the pressure on you, Jay, but I know you have an event coming up in Vegas, Club 59. It's an awesome chat. 13 under golf. Can and will you confirm that we could bring on Jay Choi next Wednesday on this podcast? Because that would be a delight for everyone. And
2 days before the event.
I know it's a big ask, and I'll make it a short interview of 20 minutes, but I feel like Jay would be the guy that I would love to hear from next Wednesday. And I'm just calling him out. I'm calling him out if he could do it or not. We'll move times. I don't care, but I would love Jay to be on this podcast ASAP. Even if we do, let's say, an interview where he has time and then we plug it in, we just need some Jay Choi in our life, man.
And also talking equip drip. You want to talk about drip? If you got Google handy, let's look up some Jay Choi.
The Korean bad boy. Come
Ayo.
on. The dyed hair. Yeah, man. I just love it. Shout out to New Mexico. Shout out to Jay Choi. If he's not responding, that's probably a hell no.
He said it was fun all playing golf all together. I won't be able to join the whole show, but I can be there here shortly. I have 3 jobs and I don't know if I can be there the whole time.
Oh, we just need you for 20 minutes, man. Just take a bathroom break.
You take golf off his resume, it is still stacked. That man is always busy. Tell you that much
I know.
for sure.
I know. I got to get out to New Mexico and have some of that sushi, man. But shout out to Jay, man. I can't believe we have a professional golfer watching this. I'm completely embarrassed now. Is Don still there? Let's give our goodbyes, man. We've gone way too long. Jay Choi got it all excited. We got all excited about Jay Choi. Don, Don, I want to thank you, Don, for bringing the vibes. The course was awesome. Donnie Drano, Don's always bringing it. Any last words, Don?
Yeah. This has been fun. Last week I was a little bit going through some stuff emotionally, and I was really kind of checked out of the pod. I think I got a little bit of feedback from some people about that. And I felt like, as fun as my little like golf dojo is that I live in here in the garage, I wanted to be out on the course, and it felt good. It felt really good. And I'm glad to hear that feedback, because I am a vibes guy, and your guys' stoke. Like, when you guys are happy, it makes me happier. And so, I want to be able to give that back to people. And I'm sorry I kind of fell short of that mark last week. But you know what? Here we are. The Phoenix rises, just like old Donnie Tsunami. You know what I mean?
Tsunami, man. I love it, man. Thank you, Don. Well said. AK, damn, look at that thing.
Hey,
It's always intimidating when I see
why'd
it.
I gotta follow that? In the cutoff today, too. Like, can he go last next time? I can't follow that.
Mercamania, man. I love it.
But yeah,
AK,
just huge shout out to everyone. The comment section is popping today. A lot of people dialed in. My homie Zach, my partner, and I that won Atlanta Buckets Cup together last year. We're playing together at Panther, aka the greatest net golfer alive. Thanks for joining in. I think he's been on the whole show, keeping the comment section alive.
Let's go.
But yeah, my only parting words today is gimmies are given, not taken. So remember that.
well said. Eddie Money, you have clothes on? You want to say something?
I always have clothes on.
Lie. That's a
Allegedly.
lie. It's a lie.
I have clothes on.
What did he say? I couldn't hear him. He got muted.
They just might not be long.
You got to do the show in that
I
lifting
can't hear anybody.
singlet. That lifting singlet next week. I got to see that.
Oh my gosh.
Any last words, Eddie Money? We thank you. Man.
Appreciate everyone for contributing to the giveaway. Of course, there can only be one winner, but thank you to everyone participating and sharing and helping build the community as we start to grow little by little.
Hell yeah. I love it. And he's going to send me that address. I will get that shipped out ASAP. Thanks again to 3-Wood Golf. Thanks again to Titan Cookies. Thanks again to Tom and Darts Only Golf. Go check out the Industry Open. He's doing big things. Jay Choi, if you're not busy on the 30th, man, I got your buy-in. I got your buy-in. And Don, you said 90 degrees. I've gone backwards on a shot before, so I'll make you look good. That being said, guys, shout out to Rafa in Vegas. Rafa, bring home. Rafa's already said he's making money. Let's put it that way. Safe travels back. We love everybody in the community. Thanks again for watching. Maybe a 9-wood giveaway, little teaser, little 9-wood. Everyone needs a 9-wood. Giggity. That being said, guys, we love you. Good night. We'll see you next Wednesday, Masters Week. I'm gonna be wearing this ugly ass shirt. I feel like we should all wear Masters shit. I mean, this is the ugliest shirt I've ever seen in my life. Well, let's do it next week.
You got it,
guys. Love you, man.
Peace.
Later.